getting a clearer picture today of the Elijah Vu disappearance, as the Two Rivers police chief doesn't believe the toddler was taken by a stranger.
We have nothing leading us to believe that he was abducted in any way, and nothing to say that he just simply walked off.
Our coverage continues as we ask the tough questions on the status of what was known by authorities and when, as well as where the investigation now stands.
Balance News and severe weather coverage. This is Fox 11 News at 5.
Good evening, everyone, and thanks for joining us tonight at 5. Today marks 52 days since Elijah Vu was reported missing from a Two Rivers apartment.
The 3-year-old still has not been found, and an Amber Alert for him remains active. Vu was reported missing on February 20th. At the time of his disappearance, he was staying with his mother's boyfriend, Jesse Vang. Vang, along with Vu's mother, Katrina Bauer, have both been charged with child neglect. In addition to law enforcement searching for the boy, citizen volunteers continue to comb the region. Fox 11's Emily Matesic sat down with the Two Rivers police chief and has a closer look at the search for Elijah and where the investigation stands.
It's been 52 days since 3-year-old Elijah Vu was reported missing. Are you searching for a body?
We're searching for Elijah. I don't know how that will turn out, but we are searching for Elijah.
The Two Rivers Police Department continuing to lead the investigation. That includes local, state, and federal authorities.
I am hopeful that we're going to find him.
Do you feel like you're closer today than you were 52 days ago?
I can't say that because until we find him, how can you say that?
Two Rivers Police Chief Ben Meinert says it was early on in the investigation when it became clear Elijah Vu wasn't abducted and he didn't walk off on his own.
We learned that it was several hours prior that he may have walked off. So that changed the whole focus at that point because now we had an endangered child out with what was reported as possibly only a blanket in very cold temperatures in winter, and 3 years old. A 3-year-old can't care for themselves. So that's when everything changed.
Since then, Meinert says authorities have followed hundreds of leads and conducted dozens of interviews and neighborhood canvasses.
We literally went into every home, talked to everybody that lived in each home. We checked every room, every cabinet, everything in those homes. It doesn't get much more thorough than that.
Investigators have reviewed more than 10,000 video clips. They've searched from land, air, and water. They've advised citizen searchers who volunteered their time to look for Elijah. And the chief believes, based on the investigation and tips that have come in, authorities have narrowed down their search area to a specific 15 to 20 mile area in and around Two Rivers.
At this point, I have a strong belief the areas that we're searching are the correct areas, and we'll continue to search them.
While Chief Meinert says the number of leads coming in has decreased, investigators are constantly coming up with new investigative ideas. The search for Elijah Vu has been difficult on not only the police department, but also the community. But Chief Meinert says they're trying to stay positive in their search efforts because they just want to bring Elijah Vu home.
Unfortunately, we have to be open to all possibilities. Clearly, some of these areas are not pleasant that we're searching. I wouldn't be happy if we found him in a sewer or a landfill, for instance. But at the same time, if that's where he is and we need to bring closure, we will.
In Two Rivers, Emily Matesic, Fox 11 News.
Chief Meinert is hoping to organize another drone search soon before the terrain changes and greens up this spring. Anyone who may have seen Elijah or knows where he is urged to call the tip line number on your screen, 844-267-6648.